We've been battered and bruised. And we've moved and come back. But our colors don't change. We're silver and black. This commitment to excellence starts up every year. And no powers on earth will drown out this cheer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of our mighty silver and black, and unto these colors for which we stand, Raider Nation under a groove, with free speech and liberty. Remember the tunes. He who has ears, let him hear. I hereby declare, I am a Raider.
We have encapsulated what fanaticism is supposed to be. And everybody in life is looking for an outlet like that.
If ever you wanted the best football fan experience, step into the black hole, because that's what we'll give you.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Will. And guys, I am here for a Raider Dad special. What a great hookup we had with Raider Dad through our boy, Levi Smith, a.k.a. that Born Raider.
What's
Yo, baby.
up? What's
How
up,
are you,
everyone?
brother? What's going
Doing
on?
great. Doing great. Just walking the streets of New Orleans right now, getting back to the hotel. Just parked the car, so getting back, making sure we get this taken care of.
Yes, sir. Hey, and today's special guest, man, is our VP from NOLA, our boy, Malcolm Reed.
Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir,
Let's
baby.
go.
Hey, brother, and we were just talking about it in the green room before we came on. Raider Nation works in mysterious ways, right, Levi? I mean, like, everything gets put together fast, quickly, and when it comes to giving guys and people opportunities to go watch our team and to make a kid's dream come true, hey, man, there ain't nothing we won't do.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm excited for this to be, helping out in this opportunity with Raider Dad. I mean, Josh reached out to me, knowing we got a pretty decent sized crew traveling down here to New Orleans, and he said, "Hey, do you know anyone? We got 2 tickets." And I said, "I'll spread the word." And that's when I reached out to you, Will, and because with the Travel Brigade page, wanted to
Yep.
put this out there. So,
Hey, no, absolutely, man. And it came together quite quickly. I think we had already all set it up within 24 hours, baby. So, Malcolm, we had the opportunity, man, to just help out Josh, help out a child, and it happens to be your young man, and we were talking about it. It's right around his birthday time. What a great birthday present from or Christmas present, sorry, from Raider Day. I'm like, hey, Santa Claus can't give no bigger stocking than this, baby. And it's silver and black. It's on the express train. And let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, man. So December 29th, when I saw the schedule, I was like, oh my God, that's on my firstborn son's birthday. And we was planning on going to the game. We was trying to coordinate it, like, are we gonna bring the whole fam? It's just gonna be me and him gonna go. Like, what are we gonna do? So we kind of was just pushing the tickets back, and you want to see how the season goes. And it's been a interesting season for for Saints fans and Raider fans. And with Derek Carr being the starter, it's always like I'm paying a lot closer attention than I have to the Saints in the past. But growing up in Louisiana, I felt like I was alone at times as a Raider fan. When I would play guys in Madden and pick the Raiders, they're like, "What are you doing?" Like, like I never played with another team, so they used to be like, wow, when I would kick their ass. Excuse my language, but that's just how it went. But yeah, so like growing up like that, and then having my first son, of course, I'm dressing him down in Raider gear, and he loves it too. I mean, look, man, this dude cried when Josh Jacobs left. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I got the video. I can prove it. It was an emotional moment when I had to break that news to him. It was like the dog died or something. But we still cheer for Josh as much as he can. But he's still a Raider. So my son is just, it's gonna be something special for him, for real. Like, it's a moment for me, to see how the Raider Nation comes together and works together, man. Like, it's a real family, and I really got to experience that. And now it's something that's touching, that I can share with my family. That it's a lot that I want to say and that I'm saying, but to put it all in words, I don't think I could. It just is a great feeling.
Really a family, and Will and I are going to finally meet up for the first time. We've talked to each other. Malcolm, you and I, again, we're all here together as the family. This is, again, I was, half hour out, stopping at a gas station, and gal yells at me because I got my shirt on. And she says, "We gonna see you tomorrow or Sunday?" And I said, "Yeah." I mean, she was a Saints fan, but it was fun to see. So it's a great
Mm-hmm.
opportunity, and it truly is. It's a blessing, and for all of us to root on the Raiders, no matter what the record is. We're here to have a great time and cheer on the silver and black.
Absolutely, absolutely.
No doubt.
And guys, we wanted to do this special to really thank Raider Dad and Josh and
Yeah,
what they do.
absolutely.
And I'd be like, Malcolm, we wanted to bring you on because this is just an incredible blessing. And I know that you said, hey, man, you want to say a whole bunch, but you just can't put it into words. And I believe that Josh does that on a weekly basis with every child that he brings in. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is if you guys have the opportunity to donate tickets to Raider Dad, this is what you're
Hit,
doing.
yeah,
You're
hit him up,
giving,
hit Josh up.
yeah, this is what you're doing. You're giving guys like Malcolm and his son an opportunity to go and make incredible memories. And we are going to be there. And guys, we plan on recording the surprise for Little
Yeah.
Man live. We're going to try to get as many super fans there Sunday. Or when are we doing that, Levi? Are we going to do it Sunday or are we going to do it Monday?
I think Sunday's the game.
Yep. So you want to do a
So
Sunday game day? You
game
call it.
day, yeah, Sunday
All
because
right. We got to keep the
because
secret on the wraps, Malcolm, till
but
Sunday.
yeah, Sunday to my knowledge, I believe Brian, all in autumn wind.
Mhm.
I suggested that we do our march at 9 o'clock over there at Hertz Donuts to get to the stadium, just because we can get there early, and people can go their ways for the tailgate. They're going to the VIP, they go over to the square, they go do whatever they got to do. But this will be the opportunity to do it then and march over and surprise them. I say we do it at the Hertz Donuts right before the march because everyone will be there.
All right, guys. So, hey, we had Malcolm had some technical difficulties. So, guys, we are going to post this on YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Super fans, line
You're
up.
there. Line up.
Okay.
Hertz
Line up.
Donuts.
Oh, there he is,
I'm back.
Malcolm.
I'm
Hurts
back.
Donuts. All right, he's back.
Okay.
Hey,
Right
so
on.
Malcolm,
My bad.
9 a.m. Sunday morning, we're going to go line up Hertz Donuts, Dave and Buster's area. We're going to try to get as many super fans there to surprise Little Man and let him know that he's going to go with us and invade the Superdome as Raider Nation comes in there and we're going to steal another win, baby. Are we good?
Absolutely. I'm hoping so. So
Hey,
I
guys,
got to drop off, guys. I'm here at the hotel having technical difficulties with my keypad itself. So
Okay.
I'll see you
no
all
problem.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Levi.
All right,
Hey, we
fellas.
Thank
love
you,
Take
you,
man.
care.
brother.
Thank you, Levi. Appreciate you, bro.
Salute, brother. All right, Malcolm. before I let you go, okay, we were talking about this earlier. I'm going to ask you a couple Raiders questions. If you guys don't know, Malcolm is a coach down there. Man, he coaches the freshman team offensive coordinator. Guys, go down there, support local football, support local guys like this, because guess what? Hey, these are the guys that make those guys into the NFL. Right now, these young men are learning and they're growing. All right, coach. So with your coaching experience right now, okay, the whole just tank thing right now, Malcolm, we were talking about it earlier. What are your thoughts on the just tank?
All right, so let me just say that like I'm not gonna lie and say I wouldn't be excited about the opportunity to have a high draft pick and take Shador Sanders, you know, and all that comes with him and Coach Prime. I think that'll be I think he's a Raider kind of guy. I think that what he could bring would be great, you know. So don't get it twisted that I'm not like, I know a quarterback is a need and you know it's a big thing, but if we are Raiders, we are Raider fans, and we are, you know, Raider Nation, and we are the Black Hole, and we representing something. We representing the commitment to excellence. We representing a man that told us just win, baby. You know, and it's like a mantra that I carry in all facets of my life. So if we really trying to build a culture of winning and really take it somewhere back where I think, you know, people might not be happy if I say it, but Antonio Pierce gives that energy to me. Like I see that from him. He ain't perfect, obviously, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think what he does, I mean, his attitude and things that he says, you know, see, it sounds like the Raiders. It sounds like what I want to hear from the head coach of the Raiders. So I can get behind that, and I can get behind that culture. And like you, I mean, I'm gonna let him know you said this, but imagine telling Max Crosby like we gonna pull up on this one. Don't hit Derek Carr or Spencer Rattler or whoever gonna be playing for the Saints tomorrow. Like don't hit Alvin Kamara. He's out too. But you know, like come on now, we can't tell. And Max is out. He's not playing either. But imagine that. Just we don't want to tell that to Diablo. We don't want to tell that to Spill. We don't want to tell that to my favorite D lineman, Butler, because that guy has a motor on him. I love the way he plays. I don't want
Absolutely.
you know, I want any of our guys pulling up or not playing as hard as they possibly can, and I don't want our coaches not coaching as hard as they can. So if they doing their best, and I think they've done that every game, don't change anything else. Just play your hardest ball. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just play hard, and the rest will take care of itself. And if we win at the end, and we get to fire up cigars in the locker room and yell Raiders out, then. And we got to draft
So
10th.
be it.
Yeah, and if we got to draft 10th or 11th, then it just is what it is. This is a prime example of it, because we all wanted a quarterback this draft, right? There were 6 of them that went before we took a pick. And that sucks. It did, until we drafted Brock Bowers, who was going to go down as the all-time leadingest tight end rookie of all. So, like, I mean, are we going to really complain about it? Because we just got a pretty much Hall of Fame caliber tight end that's playing for us. So if we can get some old linemen, get healthy first and foremost, and you know, just like Christian Wilkins going down, that hurt us early in the season against Denver. So you know, quarterback, obviously, we need some receivers, we need more weapons, but it's not like we just don't have anything at all. We got a young team, and I think that you know, we got to continue to just draft the best guys that we can find. We missed on some guys this draft, but I think we can find some. If we just don't miss in the draft, whoever we got, wherever we draft, let's just not miss on the guys we get.
You know what you just reminded me of is the draft strategy of the 49ers. The 49ers draft the best player available regardless of depth. Like you or if they got 10 guys, they'll still, yes, I get it that they have up and down seasons, but the 49ers with Lynch have been pretty solid.
They have.
And if you see them, man, they draft, it doesn't matter if they already have a left tackle. If that left tackle is the best player available, and they're like, hey, that left tackle is far superior to this other guy that we need,
right?
They'll draft him.
Just draft
because
the guy.
they get depth.
Yep.
Hey, what happens? Hey, he might not play a left tackle right now, but he can play right tackle.
You never know. or he might be he might have some value for trades later on that you can pick up some other guys, or maybe he's better than the guy who's starting, and we can trade the
You
other guy
just
who's starting and get more value out of him before his time run out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
no.
different levels to it.
I love the way that you're looking at it because you're looking at it from a realistic point of view where you say, hey, man, we know what we need. A lot of people are going to say, hey, the quarterback, the quarterback, the quarterback. But as you and I know, the quarterback is only one player. Yes, they have a
Right,
tremendous amount of pressure on them and they can do a lot of things. But at the same time, I'm like, if he has no receivers, it doesn't matter.
right.
If he has no O line, it doesn't matter. If he doesn't have running backs that are going to run in the right holes or run in for the right scheme, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. And who knows what Aiden O'Connell might be. I'm not just ready to get rid of him and just throw him away. I'm done with Minshew. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I like that guy really, but I think that we tried, and that's not what we need to do moving forward. Desmond Ritter is just there to hold a spot. But Aiden O'Connell is a guy who we drafted. He's an older guy. He beat the Chiefs on Christmas last year. We seem to forget that. A lot of people who mad at AP this year were not mad on Christmas a year ago. So there's some, uh, there's that part of it. But if we have to build, we have to get you have to win in the trenches. So we got to make sure the line is going to be right. And I think JPJ is solid. He's solid. I like Blake.
Oh my gosh.
He
You're
is
not
solid.
lying. I mean, like if you look at our first 3 picks this year, they're all starters.
Yep.
You got
Yep.
right tackle Glaze, then you got JPJ starting at
Mhm.
center, and then you got Bowers.
Yep.
That sounds like a pretty solid draft
Right.
that we can't complain about, but yet you're still going to get that contingency of fans that is going to say, oh, but we didn't get a quarterback.
Hey,
There wasn't one to draft.
it wasn't one to draft, man. And there
And,
will be one eventually, though.
there will be. And that's where I go and I say, why not you can surround mediocre guys and make them great with great players around.
Yep.
As you know, as a coach, it doesn't, what you have to do as a coach, and we were talking about this when we talk about schemes and players and everything like that. You have to maximize your players' ability and what they can do best in your offense.
Right.
No matter what you have or your defense, you have to look at the skill set each individual brings and say, hey, what can this guy do? What does he excel at? And what does he not excel?
Yep.
For me, what it looks like right now is that we are trying to fit a round peg into a square hole.
We are. It's just funny. I think how our offense had a lot of potential early in the year, and we made some things went really really well. Obviously, we've been force feeding Brock Bowers the ball. We lost Devontae Adams, and that threw things off. But what I was disappointed in is the production of Zamir White early in the run game, and we kept running that into a wall. And I think that's kind of where we lost it, where he just really never was hitting the holes like this sincere. Is it McIntosh, I believe?
Or Sincere McCormick.
McCormick.
Yep.
I'm sorry, McIntosh.
Yep.
Let me watch a blank check. But yeah, McCormick the way he runs and the way Abdullah ran and the way even and Madison, man. Obviously, Madison should have been a starting back from the jump. But we wanted to make Zamir White whatever he was, and he just didn't. Unfortunately, I like the guy. I think I thought that he was the guy, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And I think that we tried too hard to make him just make it happen, and it never did. And by the time we realized it was week 6, and we 2-4, and Devontae wants out, and we got all the kind of other issues. And that's where we lost the season. Just from a personnel standpoint.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what I saw is there's certain things I like about AP, some things I don't understand. When he says he wants to hold people accountable, for me, when you say, hey, hold people accountable, bro, I'm holding everybody accountable. I'm holding myself. I'm doing everything, and you got to hold everybody, and you got to just do it. I feel there were some situations where he hasn't held everybody accountable, and it's just, and you know how with the coaches go there, it's like more bark than bite. You know, there's some coaches that go like, oh, rah, 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 rah. And like I'll be like, and they'll yell and they'll scream and they say we're gonna do this and do that. They just didn't do it. And there's some coaches that just look at you one way, and players are like, "Oh, I just got to get my stuff together."
Yeah.
Now, there's some things in that situation, you know, where you got to learn how to. He's a player's coach, but you also have to learn how to balance that. And I think, Malcolm, you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Where you can be their friend, but you got to be their coach. You can't be their buddy.
Right. Yeah, that's I think he's in a learning curve.
To find balance.
Yeah, and I definitely went through it myself personally. You know, trying to find that balance is not an easy thing to do. I can only imagine what it's like with grown men that you're not that far removed from. And I don't know if AP ever went through this level of adversity as far as football goes. I can't speak to his personal life, but I do know that you know, he had a pretty successful football career, and he's a damn good player. You know, I enjoy watching him play. So this level of adversity, of this losing, I don't know if he really was used to it, and you could see how it's getting to him. He's wearing it on his face, but he's a tough, thick-skinned dude, so you know he ain't like showing it all, but you could kind of see it anyway. And you know, I'm sure he hears the things people are saying. If they saying, you know, one group is saying tank and the other group is saying fire AP. You know, I'm not really saying either. I'm not really saying
both
either.
of them are saying the same thing.
Yeah,
so right now I'm not listening.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get as many wins as possible.
Exactly, and you know, I like AP as our coach, man. We going through some tough times with coaches, and it ain't like people lining up, knocking the door down and becoming the head coach of the Raiders. You know, so we have to be very careful about who we want to get rid of and how we want to go about it. But I agree with what you said about the accountability. Like, I think that's been an adjustment for him, that he wasn't really as prepared for the wheels to fall off the team like it did earlier in the season. So it's kind of disappointing. And then the criticism level is written very, very high for him. So,
absolutely.
You know, I think a part of coaching is you get favorites. You're just gonna do it. Like it's just hard not to. So, you know, the way he treats some people might not be the same as how he treats others. And
no, I get it, man.
It's another part of learning as a coach.
Yeah. Hey, you're not lying. And this is where I said, hey, man, AP is going to go through some growing pains. You can't expect a guy to come in and learn or not learn and just be like, hey, this is automatic for me. I just make this adjustment, and this is what I got to say to this guy to turn him up, to get him to go the right way. You know, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, unless you are like George Seifert and here's Bill Walsh's Niners. You know what I'm saying? Or you freaking Barry Switzer, and you know you've been coaching for all these years in college, and you pick up the Cowboys who just won the Super Bowl. You know, like this don't just happen. People don't understand that it just don't happen like that unless you got a team full of studs. Where this Raiders team, how could you expect Antonio Pierce to go out in his first year as a head football coach in the National Football League and go out and win a Super Bowl with that roster? It's just crazy.
I agree. You know, I never expected a Super Bowl. I wouldn't say that, but I think what it is like people expected a better record than us.
Definitely.
But my thing was this, and here's my thing. I said, honestly, what did we do in the offseason to make you feel like we were going to be that much better?
Hire Gardner Minshew.
We brought in Christian Wilkins. We signed Christian Wilkins.
Wilkins was that was
the but
one.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was it. After that, we didn't really do much. You know, so again, we're like go. We let Josh Jacobs. Yeah, you let your number one back go. Everything like that. That's all a different situation. So I mean, like, and it's hard because again, AP said, "Hey, we're going to build off Devontae Adams. We're going to build off Josh Jacobs. Those are going to be key cornerstone pieces."
Right.
They're not here.
They're not even here.
Yeah. So when you got cornerstone pieces that you say we're going to build off and they're not there, I mean, like, I think your whole offensive identity and everything kind of takes a big plug it, slug in the face, which it did this year.
It did,
But
man.
all right, brother, let's move on here. I want the score of the Saints Raiders game this Sunday, my brother.
We score of the Saints and Raiders this weekend. I'm gonna go Raiders 23, Saints 21.
Hey, 23 to 21.
21.
You got our boy Red Stick Raider.
Yeah, you like that?
See, I saw it on the bottom. Red Stick Raider.
Yeah, Baton
Guys,
Rouge Red Stick. That's what it is.
Let's go. So, guys, we are going to be out in NOLA for the Raiders invasion. Make sure you guys, if you guys are listening to this and you guys are looking for a place to do, places and things to do, look up the Raiders Travel Brigade Invasion of NOLA. We have a bunch of events going down. You'll see our boy Malcolm.
Down.
You'll see myself.
It's going
You'll
down.
see our boy. Yes, sir. We are going to have a great time in NOLA, baby. So I want you guys to hit like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you guys have anything you guys want to talk about, let us know. And guys, until next time, it's all about one team. It's all about one nation. It's all about the
Raiders. Let's go.
brother. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.